This copyright telecast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other disseminations of the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts for this show without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association is prohibited. The PCSRA Weekly Show is on the air. Today's show is brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, and by Sonic. Live from the PCSRA studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here is the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
And hello and welcome back to the PCSRA Weekly Show here on the PCSRA Radio Network. Daniel Voiles back with you in our PCSRA studios as we are ready to get this party underway. Glad to be back with you guys as we are starting our edition of PC. I'm going to go ahead and get everything all situated. Hold on, let me do this. So, okay. Let's do this. So, yeah. Alright. So, really excited to bring you guys more get ready for the PCSRA Weekly Show. Currently muted my mic, but I'm going to get ready to unmute it, so yay. Couple announcements to get started. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to be for episode-wise, because, you know, we're doing this at almost 5:30, so pretty perfect timing, so, yeah. So if you missed the first part of the weekly show, then you missed a lot. We're going to go-kart racing for 24 hours. Oh, I earned a trophy, ready to pounce as I'm all over the back of this lazy gearbox. Oh, whoa, 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 what the high-hosed area was my kart driver doing? Okay, I think we need to go ahead and... Alright, let's do that. Let's not do a go-kart race to start off this episode, so, yeah. Okay. Alright. We're gonna have our very first guest here for the PCSRA Weekly Show. So, for those of you that missed part 1 of the weekly show, we've already crap, I can't think what I was trying to say. I did it again. What the hell, Voiles? Yeah. But anywho, the only race we've recapped was was IMSA. That's what it was. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. So, yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, alright. Let's get the weekly show underway for part 2 of our edition. And we're still waiting. I don't know which one he's in. I know. And there's Zachary Taylor. First ever time Zachary Taylor's on the weekly show. How about that, kids? Yep. Yes, I am live. I'm not making shit up, Taylor, okay? Why do you think I was going to be not live? By throwing a bunch of beans on your garbanzo or whatever it's called? Yeah, that's why. Anywho. Alright, if you guys have not watched part 1 of the weekly show on recap, you might want to go check that out before you watch the recapping of NASCAR, because that's the only thing I've recapped so far. But Taylor, first off, what was your thoughts on the Laguna Seca weekend? What were your thoughts on that? Yeah, it was definitely interesting because, Laguna Seca is one of those tracks that's a difficult challenge for the drivers and the teams, and we didn't expect to see how it's gonna go. So, but it was a good race, nevertheless, and it's gonna be interesting how that's gonna go, because they don't race again until like the weekend of my dad's birthday, so I got a lot of time. So, okay, so that's taken care of. Let's now recap Indianapolis. Finally, let's recap Indianapolis. Somebody's a little amped up, but nevertheless. Anyway. Recapping the Indianapolis weekend. Let's start with the Xfinity race. Neither series had practice and qualifying, so that started the grid that was set by the rule book. And I'm getting ready to pull the results up, so I don't need anybody to help me, okay? Let me get the Xfinity up here. Entry list I know is not out, but I know, you stupid phone. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we had a competition yellow to check tire wear. Then Brandon Hightower crashed, got in the grass, tore the splitter up. That what's brought out the first actual yellow. So yay. Then we had a wreck involving Spencer Boyd, Austin Cindric, Ty Dillon, and Elliott Sadler in turn number 3, which resulted in those cars going in the wall and taking themselves out of contention. And I thought somebody just joined, but didn't. Anyway. Stage 1 was won by John Hunter Nemechek, but then he was involved in something we'll get to later. Stage 2 was won by Daniel Hemrick, which doesn't surprise me. Then we had an incident involving Cole Custer. Got in the grass, got turned, tore the splitter off the car, went hard in the safer barrier. It looked like a light impact, even though he hit the safer barrier that lightly. Spun out, came in front of traffic. Nobody else hit him, surprisingly. And brought out the yellow, which brought up to a fantastic shootout. And when the checker flag waved at the end of the day, it was Justin Allgaier who ended up picking up the victory at Indianapolis, which happened this morning. So, yeah. So, that's a surprise if you ask me. Well, to some of you, yeah. Then, we go over to the Cup race that just concluded not that long ago. Or actually, let me give you the top 10 before I give you okay, so Justin Allgaier was the winner, Tyler Reddick second, Ryan Blaney third, Chase Elliott fourth, Daniel Hemrick rounded out the top 5, and it's Matt Tiff finishing 6th, Christopher Bell 7th, Austin Dillon 8th, Chase Briscoe 9th, and Brandon Jones in 10th. So, yeah. Now we go over the Cup Series. I don't know why I'm jumping the gun, but anywho. Yeah, that's funny. It's funny to Taylor, because he gets to mock at me, but anywho. Okay, so, the race was okay, was decent. Car was, we saw a good race that we just witnessed, seconds ago. As, 16 cars at Monaco. Who thought that was going to be a smart idea? But anyway, Clint Boyer won stage 1. We had a lot of wrecks that surprised me in that race. So yeah, Clint Boyer won stage 1. Martin Truex Jr. had a brake failure, which popped the left front, the hood on the left front up. And unfortunately, it took him out of contention, which unfortunately that proved to be terminal, which NASCAR thought it was a damage accident, but it wasn't. So yeah, as I just got door slammed by a stupid form. Yeah, this guy is having car sex with me. Backed everybody up, but anyway. Race was decent. It was good. Matt Kenseth won stage 2, surprisingly. And then, of course, we had the most scariest wreck, Jeffrey Earnhardt and Landon Castle colliding, and Jeffrey Earnhardt's car almost flipped. Thankfully, both drivers were okay. And then it came down to a restart where Boyer led the most laps, as I just spun out in the chicane, in the swimming pool chicane, and then I just get hit again. But when the checker flag waved, however, it was a Penske day as Horseface, aka Brad Keselowski, won the race. As of right now, I do not have the top 10 results for the Cup race, but let's go ahead and give us our thoughts on the Indianapolis weekend. So what are your thoughts on the Indianapolis weekend, Taylor? Yeah, Hamlin looked like he had a short run car, but on the long runs, he really, good. But Boyer really should have won that race, in my opinion, but nevertheless, it is what it is, so what can you say? Alright. Okay, let's get into the biggest again. As y'all have heard the news, I'm not racing LMP1. That would be stupid to race that at Monaco. Which is Jamie McMurray. Source coming out that Jamie McMurray would not return to Chip Ganassi, where he's going to go next year. So, Taylor, let's bring up this question. If this is the case, where do you think McMurray will go for 2019? But other chances, Suarez could also go to Stewart Haas, but we'll see.
But it is going to be interesting, like you just mentioned there, to see who's going
And that's really something that we don't know who could go where, but, you know, it's really one of those interesting things as that had to pop up out of the way, GG. But the other thing is going to be, is that we may have to see who could be a factor in possibly winning the, as I don't know why this command had to get in my way, but anyway. I really think we are going to see something like out of the ordinary. It's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out during the course of this weekend. So who knows what would happen.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Of course, we've already documented about Martin Truex not returning. This just came in. Ganassi offered McMurray a ride for the Daytona 500, then leadership role at CJR. Ooh. Interesting. I might need to put that in the podcast. That just happened just now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As V just messaged me, so. Okay, so that's a shocker, to be honest with you, hearing that news. Let's see. Yeah, so right now the one team is currently uncertain about their future, so we'll have to just wait and see as far as that's concerned. But, yeah, so. Of course, Matt DiBenedetto announced that he will not return to Go Fast Racing next year. He has no job lined up for next season after 2 years with the 32 team. So right now, currently no word on who. We don't know where he's going, so we'll have to wait and see as far as that's concerned. Let's see here. I know the entry list hasn't come out, but we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. So. I'm still looking, if you ask me. I don't see any other news. Okay, I don't think we have any NR news as far as I'm aware of. Any news from your team? Or no?
Not that I can think of.
Alright. Well, you know what this means. Let's preview. We got a lot to preview, Taylor. We got a lot to preview. Let's preview Las Vegas for NASCAR. F1 returns this weekend at Marina Bay in gorgeous Singapore. Let's also preview the IndyCar season finale at Sonoma. And I'm thinking I'm missing something. But before we do that, I will be right back so I can go find my charger. Alright. Where did you go? Okay, I'm back. That took 5 seconds. Alright. We got a lot to talk about. What was that, Taylor?
The cat.
Oh, the cat wants to be a part of the weekly show. Oh my gosh, that's incredible, dude. Yes, that is incredible.
Oh my gosh, that is definitely incredible, kids.
Okay. Oh, 1 second. I gotta do this. I gotta fix my deal, cause. All right. Before we continue, because I don't like it all tangled up and shit. Okay, we're back, YouTube. First of all, let's look at the chat and see what's going on there. Okay, live stream. Wow, 2 hours for my F1 video. Shit.
Oh my gosh, that is so incredible, kids.
Hi, Derek Hamill. That's just popped in the chat. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead and start previewing Las Vegas, Singapore, as my charger is not wanting to cooperate for whatever reason. What the hell? Oh, that's why. Because I had it charging the wrong way. But anywho, that's all right, let's go ahead and start. Let's start with Singapore. We come from Monza, Italy, which is the fastest part of the track, to the tight circuit of Marina Bay. And this is the 15th race of the season. So what do you expect to see, Taylor, in a night race in Singapore where the temperatures are a lot hotter and, of course, racing at nighttime conditions with lights all over the track?
Yeah, racing in the heat usually, sometimes we see some drivers get dehydrated and stuff, so that's going to be kind of something to keep an eye on a little bit. But I think we'll see a pretty wild race. But I think the racing will be good. Like you mentioned, it's going to be at nighttime, so that'll make it even more interesting to see what happens.
Oh, definitely. It will make it a lot interesting if you ask me. So, okay, for Sonoma, as the IndyCar season is getting ready to wrap up, what do you think we're going to expect to see in the IndyCar race at Sonoma with the championship on the line between Scott Dixon and Alexander Rossi, even though Will Power and Joseph Newgarden have a chance, but they are both long shots?
But yeah, well, I think for all the drivers that have a shot at a championship, they're probably going to be really aggressive, trying to get many points as they possibly can. But for the drivers that don't have a shot, they're just going to be racing to try and finish off the season with a win. So, obviously, Sonoma is a interesting track to race at. So it's going to be interesting to see how that race goes.
And definitely, and we're going from Indianapolis, which is the Brickyard 400, back to Las Vegas. Of course, they raced there in the spring. What do you think the drivers learned from the spring race that's going to help them for their first fall race at Vegas? I do apologize if I'm sneezing, folks. Shit.
Well, I would imagine they probably learned a few things from the spring, but excuse me.
Your
I would
excuse.
imagine they probably got some notes and ideas that they're probably going to try and pull. So, but especially for the drivers in the States, they're going to try to get a win. So, to bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But for the drivers in the States, they're going to be obviously trying to get a win, start the chase with a win, and lock themselves into the next round. So it's going to be interesting.
And you mentioned about the next round with Justin Haley already getting a win for the next round. He can go out there, have a poor result at Las Vegas and Talladega, and he would still be in the next round of the playoffs. So, yeah. Okay, I'll be right back, guys, because I need to go blow my nose, because my nose is giving me problems. So, be back.
Bless you.
Thank you. Alrighty, everybody. I am back. I do apologize for sneezing for whatever reason. I really have some serious allergy issues, but regardless. Okay. So, okay. I don't think we missed anything as far as stuff is concerned, have we?
I don't think we did.
Okay, let me double check to be sure. Oh, let's before we get to our predictions, let's talk about this discussion. IndyCar, they're according. This is what Jay Fry says that. Jay Fry said this: there could be a third manufacturer coming to the IndyCar series, and they would need to be on board by May of next year. The V6 twin turbos replacing the 2.2 liter